What's up, guys? How's it going? It's your boy, and today's a little bit different of a video. Now, I'm going to be today talking about something that is going to come in the future, and it is a pet, but it's not the normal fish like you might expect me to get. I was looking for a pet this time that would be a companion I could have for the rest of my life to follow me into death with glory. So I stumbled across this thing called a Russian tortoise, and they live 40 to 50 years, pretty long, so I might be 70 something by the time it dies, and they are not too hard to take care of. So I've been looking into them, and I've been looking into making enclosures, and I do have the money for it, and I think it's a worthwhile investment because this pet is going to get me through a lot of things. So, the pet itself, the captively bred tortoise, is going to be $100 as a baby. Normally they wouldn't be expensive, they'd be $30 or $40, except those ones you don't want to get because those ones are usually caught in the wild in Afghanistan or anywhere in the Middle East and then shipped here. And they have parasites and stuff, and catching them in the wild is just wrong. Catching them in the wild and then making them pets, because they're not comfortable, they're never healthy. But the ones I'm buying, or the one I'm buying, was captively bred, and it was raised in captivity, and it's a few months old right now. So when I buy it, I'll be able to raise it up, and it'll be this big. In 4 years, it'll be this big, and in like 10 years, it'll be this big. So it's not going to get very big at all. That's why I chose this particular tortoise. And then housing it is probably going to be another $100 or so. So probably around $200 in total. It would be much more, but I've been finding stuff cheap. Normally a tortoise, captively bred, would be $200, but instead it's only $100. And the entire enclosure would probably be $150, but I'm probably going to get it to $70 for $100. Now, for the baby turtle this big, you don't need anything much. You could probably even do it in this shoebox. You could fit it, which I wouldn't recommend. But I'm looking long term, and I'm trying to recycle things I already have to both reduce cost and just save the earth, recycle. So my family, this table, they don't want this table anymore. So that table is 6 feet by 3 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some wood up on the sides of that table, and once there's wood up, I'll fill it up with some substrate and set it up. I'll show you guys all when I make the enclosure for it. But a turtle this big is going to have this giant table enclosure. It'll be insane. It'll have so much fun. I can't wait. I might even get a second one if I get enough money. You know, raise them together. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to be making an enclosure, and I'm going to be getting a tortoise. Have I been saying turtle? I meant tortoise. Whoopsies. And that's going to be really cool, so expect a tortoise. Now, you guys might be thinking, hey, Brigham, you have that old fish tank. Why don't you just use that? Now, the problem with fish tanks is that tortoises don't really like anything like that. They don't like glass. If there's glass, they're going to see through it, and they don't really recognize it as glass, so they're going to constantly run into it and hurt themselves, and they're going to think there's nothing there, so they're going to be constantly attempting to escape. So they're going to be pacing the glass all day, and it's going to stress them out. So that's why this is so much better. And I already have heat lamps and UVB lamps and all this stuff picked out. I'm already going to buy it. I've confirmed with some buyers that I'm going to buy stuff. And I just can't wait. It's going to be so cool. I'm going to wait a few weeks before I name the turtle because I have to get to know its personality first, and you can't even tell its gender for the first few years. So, you know, maybe it'll change gender when it's 2 years old. I don't know. So, yeah, be expecting this cool little tortoise this big and a giant table. But in my next video, it's just going to be the table mostly set up, and I'll have probably all the materials I need, and I'll have the enclosure mostly set up. So I'll see you guys when that happens.